Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Nina. I'm from Indonesia. So before talking about imported plastic waste, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Do you know what will happen to your trash after you throw it to your recycle bin? You don't know? Let me tell you. So your trash can be ended up being dumped and burned at people's front yard in Bangun village, a village located 20 minutes from my house in East Java, Indonesia. As you saw in the video, the plastic waste was smuggled inside the paper bale shipment that imported by Indonesian paper mills. Every year, Indonesia imports more than 3 million tons of paper waste for domestic paper industries. It could bring up to 900,000 tons of dirty contaminants, including non-recyclable plastic. Indonesia has been importing paper waste since 1980s because our paper mills need paper waste supply regularly. The domestic paper waste cannot cover the demand because there is lack of waste collection system and we don't have waste separation policy. Since China banned waste scrap imports in 2018, paper waste shipment to Indonesia increased almost 50% than previous year. It came from Italy, UK, Canada, Japan, Netherlands, and USA. More waste were dumped and burned at people's front yard, farmland, roadside, and along the riverbank. People in Bangun village collect and sort the recyclable plastic waste and sell it to plastic recycling factories. But non-recyclable plastic waste is sold to the tofu factory as fuel. All of you here must know that burning plastic waste could release greenhouse gases and toxic dioxin. But people there doesn't know the harmful effects of burning plastic, so they keep on burning it. The toxic ashes will fall down to the soil, where free-range chicken eat from it. Chicken egg in Bangun village contaminated dioxin in the egg that exceed the safe level of dioxin in egg. Plastic recycling is started by chopping the plastic waste into tiny pieces and then wash it with river water or groundwater and then discharge the untreated wastewater directly into the river, releasing million particles of microplastic. In the river, microplastic will absorb pollutants such as industrial waste, pesticide, heavy metal, and detergent. Fish in the river eat plankton that have the same size with microplastic. 80% fish in Barantas River ingest microplastic in their stomach. When we eat fish that contaminated with microplastic, in long term, we can get serious health impact, such as hormonal disorder, cancer, and even birth defect. To prevent worse pollution impact in Bangun village and Barantas River, me and my team, River Warrior, boating down to the river and monitor the effluent of paper mills and plastic recycling factories along the river. We monitor water quality and found all samples of water and wastewater that we collected from the Barantas River contains microplastic. It means microplastic is contaminating the drinking water source for more than 6 million people who live at downstream of the factory. Indonesia has lack of waste management service that 60% of household waste is mismanaged. Many people are still throwing their waste to the river and never care that it will pollute the environment. So in 2019, I wrote a letter to President of Donald Trump of America to stop export plastic waste to Indonesia and to recycle their own waste. So this is the video with my team.
72% ikan di sungai kita teracuni oleh mikroplastik. Amerika Serikat sudah berpuluh-puluhan tahun telah mengekspor sampah plastiknya ke Indonesia.
And then I wrote again in March 2021 to President of USA Joe Biden. And finally, the USA paper waste export decreased about 50% from 900,000 tons in 2018 to 400,000 tons in 2020. Netherlands and other developed countries have better facilities to recycle plastic trash. Please don't add more waste problem to Indonesia. Recycling is dirty and expensive. So, waste exporter countries should take responsibility to clean up the dump sites of foreign trash piles in villages and the riverbanks, because your plastic waste is not recycled in a safe way here. Your plastic waste is polluting the environment in my country. I'm worried about my environment in the future, how worse it's going to be. Right now, our environment is already heavily polluted by plastic, and microplastic is already polluting our body. Microplastic is inside our body. If you keep export your plastic waste to Indonesia, then you are polluting my environment. Me and many children in Indonesia will not live and grow up in a safe and healthy environment. Many children will get sick because of plastic pollution dumping and burning. As children, we have the right to live in a safe, clean, and healthy environment. So the present generation should not steal our basic rights and endanger the lives of the next generation. Developed countries should ban plastic waste exports to Indonesia because we don't have the capacity to deal with our own waste problem. So please don't add more burden to us. Indonesia is not a global dump site, so please stop export plastic waste to Indonesia. And please help me to make my dream come true, to live in a safe, clean, and healthy environment, free from plastic pollution. Thank you for your attention.
You are amazing. You're amazing. Isn't she amazing?
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, we all feel ashamed that our rubbish is going to your country. I mean, yeah, maybe a lot of us weren't aware of that before today, and something really has to be done for sure. Next year, in only a few months' time, in February 2022, the UN Environmental Assembly will come together in Nairobi to discuss the global plastic treaty. What do you want to tell them? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I want developed countries stop export their plastic waste to Indonesia, because why do we have to feel the impact of their plastic waste? That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Nina. Thank you so much.